What's up, fight fans? Osborne and McCarty are back for UFC 110. I'm actually pretty excited about this card. Definitely some good fights. First one, we got Mirko Cro Cop. He's coming back. He didn't retire. I thought he would after that last fight. Taking on Ben Rothwell. Matt, who's going to win and why?
Mirko Cro Cop, because he's going to literally murder Ben Rothwell. He's going to go crazy in this fight.
Really?
I think maybe mentally he's just going to snap.
I hope so.
He's gonna,
That's what he needs.
Face stomp him. Yeah, no, I'm going to say Cro Cop because I don't know. It's not that good of a fight to me, but Cro Cop does have that slight chance of throwing that huge head kick and knocking somebody out. So that's what I'm going to take. Cro Cop, head kick, first round.
Matt, you're wrong, man. When's the last time you've seen him throw one of those? Seriously.
Exactly. We're due.
I'm a fool because I picked that to happen when he fought Junior Dos Santos, and we see how that went.
Yeah, but that guy's a real fighter.
True.
Big Ben.
Ben Rothwell, you know what? He's a little tub. He's got the Roy Nelson thing going on, but I think he's a pretty good fighter. And I was going to take Cro Cop, but man, when I watch his fights, I'm screaming at the TV because it just doesn't seem like he's following the game plan you know he should. The game plan for this one, go in, chop down the legs. That's what you're good at. Cut down Rothwell's mobility, and then you don't have to worry about the striking quite as much. Will he do that? Probably not. He just cannot pull the trigger in his old age. It's going to cost him in this one. I'm taking Ben Rothwell. TKO, third round. Jared.
Ooh, well, I agree with you. He needs to go for the legs. I think he needs to go for the legs and the body, but I don't think he's gonna. He's had a hard time pulling the trigger, man.
Yeah.
And I think Rothwell, he needs to get him up against the fence, get a takedown, ground and pound him. I think that's what he's gonna do, and I think he's gonna win a decision.
I like it. Next fight, we got Keith Jardine taking on Ryan Darth Bader, one of the coolest nicknames ever.
Yes.
I'm so proud of little Ryan, man. We've watched him come up, and he's doing good, man. He's got Jardine, and that's actually saying something. Jardine's probably not top 10, but at least this Ultimate Fighter winner is getting somebody of some caliber.
Yeah.
Is he going to win? No. Keith Jardine, it's time for him to win. Yeah. He usually has a couple really bad losses where he just looks horrible, and then he comes and looks really good, and then everybody starts talking, oh, maybe title contender. And so he'll win this one, and I'm just calling it right now. Whoever he fights next, he'll lose horribly. So Jardine, TKO, Matt.
Yes, Jardine is going to win. I don't think he's going to finish Bader, though. I think Bader does have the wrestling skills to get it to the ground, but Jardine's got some solid jiu-jitsu. Has anybody been able to stay on top of Jardine?
No, we don't really see that side.
No, it's because he's got a really good stand-up.
He's unconscious.
Yeah, Jardine, it's not going to be the greatest fight. I think we're going to see Jardine's strikes showcased in the second and third round. First round, Bader's going to be laying on him for a while, get tired, because he did gas pretty bad in his last fight.
Yeah.
And Jardine is going to win by decision.
Nice. All right, Jared, what do you think?
Well, I was actually gonna agree with Matt completely, but I think I'm just gonna completely turn it around and say Bader KO for no reason. Second round.
Moving right along, we got Joe Daddy Stevenson taking on George Sotiropoulos. Now, I'm actually really proud of Sotiropoulos. He was from Ultimate Fighter Season 6. Maybe you remember, maybe you don't. But he's one of those guys that could be easily forgotten on that show. You know, they were given their one fight. As soon as they get that loss, they're handed their walking papers and they're gone. Sotiropoulos is 4-0. And of course, it's not against, top tier competition, but this is his first true test, and I think he totally deserves this fight against Joe Daddy Stevenson. Joe Daddy, though, is going to be really, really tough for Sotiropoulos. Sotiropoulos has got pretty good jiu-jitsu. I'm really surprised, but he's very aggressive. And Joe Daddy, I don't know, man. I just see Sotiropoulos coming in and just giving up his neck, and Stevenson, putting in one of those famous guillotine chokes, or just getting him on the ground and just using his wrestling to overpower the jiu-jitsu skills. That happens a lot in these fights. So, again, Joe Daddy Stevenson is taking this one. I'm saying submission. Let's go second round. Next fight, we got Wanderlei Silva. He's back post facelift surgery. He looks ridiculous. I think that's why I'm going to order this card, just to see what it looks like right now. Taking on a little guy named Michael Bisping, who Matt hates. With that, you hate him too?
I do.
You know what? He got his just desserts when he fought Dan Henderson. I actually really think that was a wake-up call for him.
Yeah.
I compare it to the GSP Matt Serra thing, where GSP gets knocked out, comes back, just completely dominates. I don't know if Michael Bisping's going to be that amazing, if he's going to take the title or anything like that, but he's definitely a better fighter than he was. I was very, very impressed with him against Dennis Kang. These guys picked Kang. I went out on a whim, took Bisping, and ended up being the right call. This one, I'm actually going Bisping again.
You're wrong.
You're biased.
I am.
Here's why, though. I don't know. Wanderlei Silva, I love the guy. He's a freaking pioneer in the sport, but he's just not anything like he used to be. People haven't figured out, and I think Bisping, if he's smart, this is definitely the key for this win here.
He's British. What do you mean?
He's got to keep the distance, avoid the flurries like Rich Franklin did, and just win on points. So I'm taking Michael Bisping decision. That's how it's going to go down. Matt, let's hear your crap.
Well, first off, I hate Michael Bisping, but not British people. They're pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Wanderlei, even in his old, beat-up, haggard state, is still better than Michael Bisping. I mean, Michael Bisping does have a pretty okay ground and pound. His striking is he can jab you all night. That's about it. That's all that's going to happen. I think Wanderlei is going to get the counter, knock his head off, grab his neck like he did against Jardine, and pound him into the ground.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, so I'm shooting for my dreams.
Dude, Wanderlei Silva is better than anybody if he lands that one punch.
Yeah, I mean, he does.
You could say that against anybody. If he connects, he wins the fight.
But Michael Bisping stand up against Wanderlei stand up.
I don't know, man. I think Michael Bisping is a better fighter than he was pre Dan Henderson. I think what happened there when he got knocked his freaking senses out, it kind of was what happened with GSP and Serra. GSP got knocked out, and what did he do? He didn't, complain about it. He got better. He came back stronger and has completely dominated. I don't think Michael Bisping is going to come back and dominate the same way that GSP did, but he's definitely coming back as an improved fighter. He's not going to be so careless. He's not going to circle into that hand like he did against Henderson. So he's going to be smart. He's going up against another power guy, and he's just going to be smarter. What do you think, Jared?
Well, I want to start this off. All right, Bisping punches like a girl.
He does. He does.
But I think he's going to win.
Ooh.
I think he's going to use that jab, and I think he's going to keep the distance like he did against Chris Lieben. Lieben's one of those guys who likes to throw horrible punches, and Wanderlei's the same, and I think he's going to be able to pull out a decision. So I'm going Bisping. Wanderlei, prove me wrong. Kill this guy.
I love it. Great.
Main event time, folks. We got Cain Velasquez taking on Big Nog, Minotauro Nogueira. Now, let me just start off. Guys, I've not given a ton of respect to Cain Velasquez, and I realize that I've made some picks against him the last couple of times. It sounds like a politician apologizing. But you know what? Cain Velasquez is a really good fighter. He's definitely top 10. He's fought some really good guys. I didn't think he'd pull it off. He did. He proved me wrong. So, congrats to you. Now, that being said, he's never fought anybody like Nogueira. Can he beat him? I don't know. If he can, wow, look out, because this could be some major fireworks. But this, to me, is the first true test, going up against another jiu-jitsu guy that can control people on the ground, as well as Cain Velasquez has shown in his fights. So I'm going to wait on my decision. I want to hear what you guys have to say a little bit, because I am really torn between these two guys. Matt, start us off.
Yeah, this is definitely Cain's big test. I mean, Big Nog, he's top 5, top 3 guy.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, he's getting a tough fight in this. I don't know if Cain can do it. Cain has that great control from the bottom. But Nogueira, that's his world. That is his world.
He invented that.
Yeah, he did. They call it Nogueira Jitsu.
I don't think so, but that's cool.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I think if Cain takes it to the ground, he doesn't have a huge advantage. He has a slight advantage there, maybe controlling. He's not going to ground and pound him. He's not going to get a TKO there. Standing, I'm going to give it to Nog. Those guys hit hard.
Yeah.
My pick, I'm going to take Nogueira decision. I think standing up, he's going to be able to stick it to Cain. Cain might be able to get it to the ground, but I don't think he's going to do anything. I think, the ref's going to get bored watching nothing happen, and he's going to stand it up.
Wow. Nice. All right, Jared.
Well,
let me hear your side.
I don't think it's going to get stood up if it goes to the ground. Randy Couture fought Nogueira, and Nogueira just reversed him. Got on top of him, man. He's a beast. Put Couture in horrible positions. And I don't think Velasquez is as well-rounded as Couture is. I don't see Velasquez getting out of this fight. He's a tough guy, but I see him getting submitted late second round.
Submitted? Wow, okay. So I'm really getting the wide spectrum here. Okay, here's what I think. I think Nogueira needs to keep this one standing, amazingly. Because Cain Velasquez showed a little bit of weakness when he fought Chet Congo. He got tagged hard twice. If frickin' Chet Congo had any sense whatsoever, he would have kept that fight standing and just finished him off. But no, he got on the ground, which was just stupid. Nogueira knows what to do. I think we might actually see a scenario kind of like that play out. Second round. So I'm taking Nogueira KO, late second round. That wraps it up for another UFC card. Thank you guys very much, as always, for watching. Definitely want to hear your comments on this one. Some really tough matchups, and we've kind of put our 2 cents out there. We want to hear your guys' as well, so fill in the comment box below, and we will read them. But guys, that is it. I'm Josh Osborne.
Matt McCarty.
Jared McCarty.
And we will catch you, as always, on the flip side.